All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the San Benito CISD Board of Trustees regular board meeting. And today's Wednesday, November the 15th, 2023, and I call this meeting to order at exactly 5:30 p.m. Roll call. Dr. Ariel Cruz,
Present. Present.
Mr. Rudy Corona, Mr. Frutoso Gomez,
Present.
Mr. Oscar Medrano,
Present.
Mr. Alex Reina,
Present.
Mr. Mario Silva,
Present.
Mr. Alfredo Perez,
Present.
and Mr. Tony Torres. Before we continue, I just want to say a couple of words. First and foremost, I want to wish every student, parent, and administrators and staff in our wonderful school district a blessed and a safe, happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you all. So God bless you all and have a wonderful, safe holiday. Thank you. Okay, let's go on to agenda item 1.2, the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States, Texas flag, and 1.3 invocation. Dr. Ariel Cruz.
Good evening. Tonight, for the Pledge of Allegiance, we have Miss Riley Jamie Sauceda from Miller Jordan Middle School. Miss Riley Jamie Sauceda is an 8th grade student at Miller Jordan Middle School. She is the daughter of Jaime and Ann Sauceda. She is an outstanding role model for all students. She is kind, polite, caring, and compassionate. Riley currently serves as the Student Council President and last year as the Student Council Vice President. She is involved in volleyball, basketball, and is currently awaiting track season. She participates in UIL writing, social studies, and dictionary skills. Riley has received numerous awards for A Honor Roll and perfect attendance. She has mastered her STAR tests and is currently taking 2 high school credits. Riley would like to attend UTRGV in Edinburgh and obtain a teaching degree to make a difference in the lives of children. She would also like to thank her parents for all their support throughout her educational years. Tonight's invocation will be led by Ms. Justice de la Cruz. Justice de la Cruz is a 7th grade student at Miller Jordan Middle School. She is the daughter of Jay and Jennifer de la Cruz. Justice is an exemplary student and is currently the Student Council Vice President. She was also selected to be a Royal Ambassador for the campus. She is a member of the volleyball, tennis, and basketball teams. Justice has been on the A Honor Roll, mastered her STAR tests, and received choir, gym, and perfect attendance awards. She attends Lifehouse Church, where she sings with the praise and worship group. Justice likes spending quality time with her sister. Justice plans to attend Texas A&M University to become a paramedic to help people in need of medical attention. Justice would like to thank her parents for encouraging her to excel, because without their support, she would not be where she is today. And she would also like them to know that she loves them very much. Ladies, if y'all like to step up to the podium, and if everybody could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Please remain standing for the invocation.
Will everyone please bow your heads? O loving God, we thank you for all the blessings that you have bestowed upon us, especially during the season of Thanksgiving. Thank you for allowing us to be here tonight as a united group of educators working for the betterment of our district. We ask that you bless all our students, staff, district leaders, and board members, not only today but every day as we make decisions that will impact our schools. We also thank you. Keep us safe during this break. Renew our hearts, bodies, spirits, and minds so we may return recharged and ready to serve you and our district. May you grant us peace, compassion, love, and protection through your grace and mercy. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Ladies, if you could please come to the front for a picture. If the parents will please stand and Ms. Lambert to be recognized. Thank you.
Okay, let's go on to agenda item number 2, special recognitions. We got a long list of awards, awesome recognitions.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, President Lopez, Board of Trustees, executive team, and members of our community as well. My name is Luis Gonzalez, and I'm the proud Director of the Family and Community Engagement Department. November is the month where we celebrate nationally Parental Involvement Month, and that is a celebration of the importance of the contribution of parents and families and community members in our schools. When I always do my Title I presentations across the district, I always refer to a triangle of support for our students that involves all 3 components. The highest part of the triangle we know is the students, because we want them to achieve as much and achieve high accomplishments on that triangle. But on the bottom of the triangle, we have the support of the school, but also with the parents and the family. So a complete triangle involves the school, the home, and of course the student. And so this month we honor our parents that are involved in our schools every single day, our parents that just the daily involvement of your students, of your children, waking them up, getting them ready, drop them off at school, ensuring they're in school, ensuring they're prepared. That is parental involvement. That is ensuring that your students are involved. But many parents and many families also engage in other opportunities in our district. And we have a great example here today, parents that are supporting their students on extracurricular activities and other activities that they engage in across the district and their school career. And so we want to thank them. And many times when we're at football games or band performance, choir performances, chess tournaments, all these different events, there's many people there, not only parents, but grandparents, uncles, aunts. So our name has changed throughout the years. We've been a constant fixture in our district for over 30 years. We began with a parental involvement program. That was the title of our program. And in 2017, we decided to change that to incorporate the families and the community. So now we're known as the Family and Community Engagement Department, but we fall under the parental involvement umbrella. And so we want to make sure that we include everyone. Parents, not only are parents themselves, but it's also the grandparents, the uncles, sometimes older brothers, sometimes neighbors, friends are the parents of some of our students. So we want to honor them today. So today, what we want to do is recognize, last year we began a recognition of a Hall of Fame volunteers that have been participating in our schools for over 30 years. Not only through the program, because they participated before the parental involvement program even began, they were engaged in such as band boosters, quarterback club, PTAs, PTOs, all those organizations that existed before we had a set parental involvement program. And so these 3 recipients today are the Hall of Fame members that we recognized back in the spring, but we wanted to bring them to the board to make sure that they are recognized by them for their contribution for over 30 years of service. In recognition of the valuable contribution made for over 30 years as a volunteer at the San Benito CISD schools and the community of San Benito, we would like to honor the Hall of Fame members of our FACE department. We begin with a member of our community that has been with us, again, supporting her grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and even great-great-grandchildren. She was part of what I'd like to refer as a dynamic duo. It was her and her daughter, Ms. Rosa Gomez, who was always involved in band boosters, quarterback club, all those different events, PTOs, PTAs. And so we want to recognize her here, celebrating 99 years of life and still one of our volunteers from afar, but she's still involved and still in part of our program and part of our hearts. We want to recognize our first Hall of Fame honoree, Ms. Juanita Gaitan. Ms. Gaitan will be celebrating her 100th birthday in March. Our next honorees, we also refer to them as a dynamic duo because they are a husband and wife dynamic duo that's been part of our district again for over 30 years, participating and involving them in their children's activities, their grandchildren's activities, and I'm sure now their great-grandchildren's activities. But they will what I refer to as community volunteers, because they are there, part of the community, every single day at 4 of our sites. We have parent centers on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Wednesdays, all the way to Fridays, and they contribute every day, Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And so that's part of their regular schedule, and their contribution is immense, and we want to recognize them as well. Our next honoree for over 30 years of service and a Hall of Fame member, Ms. Herminia Mine Quintanilla. Also part of the dynamic duo, we have Mr. Oscar Quintanilla. I want to thank each of them and their families. Their families can please stand to be recognized because you've allowed us to share them with our community, and we want to thank you for that. So if we can have their families please stand. We do want to mention that Ms. Gaitana is being escorted by one of our parent specialists, our FACE department, Mr. Ben Gomez. So it's a family tradition in the Gomez-Gaitan family. So thank you. Board members, if you'd like to join us in recognition.
Real quick, guys, before we go down and take a picture, this is not customary that we do this, but I just think out of respect for them and their time and their dedication to our wonderful school district, I would like to give each board member here an opportunity to thank them so much for their service to our San Benito ISD school district. So on behalf of myself, I want to thank you all so very much, and thank you so much for your impact and your volunteer services for our school district. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I know Mr. and Mrs. Q, as we refer to them, will be there tomorrow morning, bright and early, ready at our parent centers tomorrow. Thank you. Our next recognition, we want to go ahead and recognize the contribution of volunteers. As I mentioned before, we've had a program for over 30 years. San Benito CISD is recognized as one of the leading districts in the Rio Grande Valley with a long-standing parental involvement program. But not only the program, but the amount of volunteers we have and the activities that we have for our parents as well. We have a core of 250 registered volunteers every year that contribute over 20,000 hours of community service to our schools. And if we were to put a monetary value to that, if we were to take those 20,000 hours of service times $10 an hour, that is $200,000 of in-kind services that our volunteers provide to our district. So they're a valuable component of what we do every day. I know our principals, our administrators, teachers, staff at the schools appreciate the work that they do every single day. If you see some of the displays that they coordinate and they create, is a huge contribution. We thank them for that. So in that honor, every year we always count the number of hours that each volunteer amasses, and then we count it by centers. And at the end of each year, we award those centers for being the highest achieving campuses with the most volunteer hours. And so at this time, we're going to recognize those centers and the staff members that operate those parent centers. And we'll begin with our top secondary last year with 820 hours of service. We have Berta Cavasa Middle School, and our parent specialist there is Ms. Frances Gonzalez. In our elementary division, we recognize the top three. And in third place last year with 1,504 hours of volunteer service, Dr. C.M. Cash Elementary, and the parent specialist is Ms. Nora Varial. In second place in the elementary category, we had volunteer hours of 3,928 hours of service at that school, and this is Angela G. Lial Elementary, and the parent specialist there is Zulema Cavazos. And our top elementary volunteer, who's been the champion for, I've lost count, like maybe 7, 8 years, being on top of the number of hours of service to their school in our community with 4,995 hours of community service. We have Sullivan Environmental Science Academy, and the parent specialist is Daniela Garcia. I do want to thank the principals of each campus that are supportive of this. I know through my many years of being in this department that it takes the administration of each campus to ensure that the success of these campuses exist, because they're supportive and they want to ensure that their parents are involved at their campuses. And so I want to thank the principals of those campuses and the staff as well. I also want to mention before closing that not only these are just 4 members of our 23 members of our FACE department. We have 17 parent specialists, 5 attendance officers, my secretary, Rosie Limon, and myself. And so we want to thank everyone. We want to thank our parent volunteers, and we want to thank our board and superintendent and administration for always being supportive of all the events that we undertake here in the district. So once again, happy Parental Involvement Month, and tomorrow is actually the National Parental Involvement Day. So we want to say thank you to all our parents, not only here, but also reaching us online as well. So thank you, have a good night, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
To Mr. Gonzalez and all of the parental involvement, the FACE department, we just want to thank you for all of the service that you provide for our district. And we know that it's an immense help to have these volunteers on our campuses and in our district. So thank you for everything that you do for us.
Next, we have the San Benito High School and San Benito Veterans Memorial Academy student recognition of our honor choir, all-region, pre-area, and area choir honorees. I believe we have the choir directors here. Mr. Martinez?
Good evening, members of the school board and all who are in attendance tonight. My name is Heraldo Martinez, the Director of Choirs for San Benito CISD. Hold on a minute. Every school year, choir programs throughout the state of Texas compete in the TMEA All-State Vocal Auditions. This competition consists of several rounds, including district, region, pre-area, and area competitions. These contests begin in July and take place throughout the fall semester until they conclude in January. So far this school year, the San Benito Greyhound Chorale has already achieved a number of prestigious accolades during this process. This year, we have a total of 42 choir students from both Veterans Memorial Academy and San Benito High School who received placements into the honor choir, district choir, region choir, and pre-area choir. Among these 42 students are also 10 students who will be advancing to the final area round of all-state auditions in January. Also among this group are 4 students who earned the coveted first chair ranking in these competitions. In other words, they were ranked first place in their voice type when they competed against students spanning from Brownsville all the way to Donna, Texas. This is by far the most first chair vocalists we've ever had in the history of San Benito, and is a sign of great things to come when these same students compete again in the final area round in January. These achievements are a testament to these students' advanced work ethic, self-discipline, and also validate our position as the gold standard in choral music education. We're very proud of all our students, and we wish them the best of luck as they advance to the final round of all-state auditions in January.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to call in the honorees. Leslie Camacho Vega, Region Honor Choir. Cesar Hidalgo, Region Honor Choir. Robert Cruz, Region Honor Choir. Alexander Herrera, Region Honor Choir. Brian Javier, Region Honor Choir. Brisa Jimenez Lopez, Region Honor Choir. Eric Lara, Region Honor Choir. Sarah Leal Carmona, Region Honor Choir. Evelyn Leos, Region Honor Choir. Isai Martinez, Region Honor Choir. Caitlin Martinez, Region Honor Choir. Genesis Mesa, Region Honor Choir. Anthony Mondragon, Region Honor Choir. Sabrina Reyes, Region Honor Choir. Simon Torres, Region Honor Choir. Elena Alanis, all-region vocalist. Sunny Cruz, all-region vocalist. Juan Flores, all-region vocalist. Mario Hernandez, all-region vocalist. Deborah Limon, all-region vocalist. Dana Martinez, all-region vocalist. Yeah. If y'all can start forming 2 rows. Dana Martinez, all-region vocalist. Okay. Mario Martinez, all-region vocalist. Aaron Mendoza, all-region vocalist. Jared Pacheco, all-region vocalist. Moises Rodriguez, all-region vocalist. Adnilem Rosales, all-region vocalist. Isaac Science, all-region vocalist. Krista Serrata, all-region vocalist. David Tamez, all-region vocalist. Max Bolado, pre-area vocalist. Melody Cardosa, pre-area vocalist. Sean Lopez, pre-area vocalist. Marco Espinosa, area vocalist alternate. Valerie Garcia, area vocalist. Hector Hernandez, area vocalist alternate. Sofia Hernandez, area vocalist. Leila Juarez, area vocalist. Kayla Limon, area vocalist. Allison Rodriguez, area vocalist. Romel San Pedro, area vocalist. David Isaguirre, area vocalist. And Abram Zurita, area vocalist. These outstanding vocalists are under the direction of Eradio Martinez, Director of Choral Activities for San Jose ISD, Cassandra Ramos, Assistant Choral Director, Adonai Avalos, Assistant Choral Director, and Victor Moreno, Clinical Teacher from UTRGV. Will the parents of these award-winning vocalists please stand to be recognized? David, let's go ahead and divide it into 2 groups.
It's for them, not for us.
We are now going to honor Joe Ibarra. Can he come in? Okay. Mr. Ibarra is a member of the varsity boys cross-country team, and he is a Regional 4 qualifier. He earned that spot by finishing 7th at the district championship. His coaches are Mr. Mark Buttle and Mr. Abel Moreno. If his parents are in the audience, will you stand and be recognized? You want to go to the back? We will now honor our San Benito High School varsity tennis team. Noah Aguilar and Enrique Quiroga, Cruz Guzman, Ryan Lerma, Jose Salazar, Ricky Salazar, Jonathan Gonzalez, Elian Moa, Bianca Aguirre, Meriel Lopez, Jocelyn Ramirez, and Brianna Salinas. The varsity tennis team is under the direction of Imelda Cavazos, Ben Diaz, and Irene Ramirez. I'm sorry, there was a second page. Lucero Gonzalez, Crystal De Leon, and Audrey Rios. This tennis team placed 4th in the district, advanced to team tennis playoffs for the second year in a row. They went to back-to-back playoffs. Will the parents of these athletes please stand and be recognized? last but certainly not least for this evening is our San Benito High School volleyball varsity team. I'm going to call in the players and the coaches, and then we'll tell you a little bit of what they've done. Jaqueda Ibarra. Hayden Rodriguez. Brianna Moreno. Atiana Flores. Alyssa Gonzalez. Leslie Camacho. Cassie Guzman. Genesis Mesa. Dejanira Zimmerel. Eileen Estrada. Hannah Rodriguez. Gianna Garza. Managers Joe Ibarra and Ninfa Rojas. Their coaches are head coach Ruby Medina, varsity assistant coach Vicky Jo Flores, sub-varsity coaches Clarissa Gomez, Deandra Padilla, Aaliyah Gonzalez, and Kristen Longoria. This amazing team that gave us a spectacular volleyball season were the 32 6A volleyball district champions. The by-district champions, and area finalists. The District 32 6A selections: Coach of the Year, Ruby Medina. All-District Defensive Player of the Year, Hannah Rodriguez. Okay, excuse me if I butcher this word. All-District Libero of the Year. Libero. And I played it over and over on Google. Leslie Camacho. All-District Setter of the Year, Cassie Guzman. First team All-District, Jaqueda Ibarra and Alyssa Gonzalez. Second team All-District, Genesis Mesa. Honorable mention, Hayden Rodriguez and Gianna Garza. Will the parents of these athletes please stand and be recognized? Congratulations again. This concludes tonight's portion of the board recognition segment.
All right, let's go on to agenda item number 3, public comment. Mr. Frutoso Gomez.
The next item on the agenda is public comment. Before we begin, I want to remind our audience members of the board procedures for handling public comments. The public comment portion of our meeting is available to members of the public according to the following. At regular board meetings, the board shall permit public comment regardless of whether the topic is an item on the agenda posted with notice of the meeting. At all other board meetings, public comment shall be limited to items on the agenda posted with notice of the meeting. Anyone who would like to speak during the public comment must sign in prior to the start of the meeting and at least the topics they want to discuss. An individual public comment to the board shall not exceed 5 minutes per meeting. Please keep your comments or criticism civil and courteous. Please avoid using profanity and refrain from making personal attacks on others during your opportunity to speak. We ask that you do not discuss students who are not your own children. In addition, the participating individual shall alter to the following: state their full name and what organization or group, if any, is being represented. Indicate the topic about which they wish to speak, shall refrain from commenting directly or individual employees or public officials by name, but may refer to the specific employment area, job title, or board as a whole, and shall refrain from attacks on individuals. Lastly, if after at least one warning from the presiding officer, any individual continues to disrupt the meeting by or his or her words or actions, the presiding officer may request assistance from law enforcement officials to have the individual removed from the meeting. If a speaker is seeking board resolution of a specific complaint, that concern should be addressed through the district's grievance process. District policy DGBA has been established for addressing employee complaints. Policy F&G is the avenue for filing parent complaints, and policy GF address community member complaints. Grievance forms can be obtained by any campus administration office or at the district central office. Thank you, and our first speaker is Ms. Mary Mamie.
Good evening, Board, Mr. President, Acting Superintendent, Mr. Perez. My name is Mary Maney, and I am a teacher at San Benito High School. I am also a member of the San Benito community. So as such, I am basically speaking for my own self, but I am putting some concerns from teachers out there as we're speaking. First thing I'd like to do is say congratulations to our teams. They are exceptional. The fact that they can do what they do and continue with the grade levels that they're doing, it is a good indicator of our community and our school system that we have on here. Second thing is, in going through the agenda items this time, I was looking at the donation page and turning and turning and turning. We have a very good community response to helping out with, especially with our elementary and our middle schools in an area of time when, you know, we've got fall festivals going on, we've got several other items that were going on, district schools putting on, that they were able to have such a success due to so much of the community involvement. So, just the fact that we put it up, they're willing to help stand up and make us be what we need to be for our community. So again, thank you to all of our community sponsors that are helping with those donations. Would like to bring up a couple items. The mid-year stipend, again, and I do notice that on your action agenda, you are talking about possible approval of stipend. Please approve it. It's only $500. Yeah, I know it's 800, over 800,000 total, but, makes a big difference for us. I also was looking through the potential over $50,000 things and happened to notice the little turkey and ham. Thank you again in advance. Please do approve that one again so that we can have our turkey or ham for Christmas. Again, something we all really like. One thing I would like to also ask about is we've had discussions in SAC committees and among other groups at the schools and that. Waivers would be a really nice thing. We're going crazy. Admin's going crazy. If we had just a little bit of extra leeway, like a waiver where we did not have to do a formal observation, where we only had to do walkthroughs, that would be so nice for us. All right, and then also congratulations, as I said again, to all of our teams that we did, and my usual little thank you. We have an incredible custodial, maintenance, and cafeteria staff, particularly at the and transportation also. I can't let transportation go out of that one also. But they've been working so hard, working around these gate key systems and getting our security up and running and not letting us fall down. With all the rain, we needed it. Yes, we did. But boy, did our custodial staff have to put in extra duty, and our maintenance staff on checking out all of our leaks and all that. So it's one of those, thank you to what we have, and let's hope to make sure we can keep it and keep our teacher morale, which that stipend would help, and the turkey and the ham would help, and waivers would help. Let's see what else. Well, of course, the idea of a pay raise would also be nice, but okay, now I'm reaching, I know. But seriously, thank you for allowing us to demonstrate more of what we're capable of doing and encouraging our community to help support us and make us that level that we are looking for. So thank you guys, and you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and because we will see you before Christmas. But a Thanksgiving break, and everybody stay safe and warm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to agenda item number 4, Superintendent Report. Mr. Pettis?
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to take a moment to reflect on a season of giving and gratitude. As we approach the Thanksgiving break, let us reflect on the collective achievements and hard work that define our school community. Despite any challenges, your dedication to learning has been unwavering. This is a well-deserved break and a time for us all to recharge and re-energize to come back and finish off the semester strong. On a personal note, as a parent of one of our own Greyhounds, and my wife and I are truly thankful for everything you do for our son, and you, as you do for every student in the district. As acting superintendent, I appreciate all of your hard work and dedication to the job you have been called to do. Finally, I will say that this coming week is a great time to rejuvenate, relax, and recover. May this break offer moments of rest and connection with your loved ones, and I wish you all a joyful and blessed Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Thank you. At this moment, I would like to give or allow our board member to say something on their behalf, as an individual board member to our wonderful staff, kids, and our parents. At this moment in time, I'm going to start off with Mr. Silva.
Yes, again, I repeat what Mr. Pettis just told you guys. We do have a tremendous staff, throughout our district, and I want to wish you all the best for this during these holidays. and enjoy yourself, be safe, and God bless you all.
I agree with Mr. Silva. Have a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving, and hopefully your families will prevail and come through, and everything will be fine. Okay.
Just want to wish you all happy holidays. May you all spend some quality time with your family. God bless you all.
In the season of Thanksgiving, we just want to ensure that all of our district administration, teachers, staff, students, that everybody is remembers what they're thankful for, and they have some time to relax with their families and be ready to end the year and end the semester great when they come back.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, educators. Pretty much, my fellow colleagues stated all these good words about what you guys do, and I can concur. I have children and families that are also educators. They enjoy what they do, and I'm pretty sure you all, if not, this would not be your profession. So from all of us, from me, my family, God bless you, and enjoy your holiday. I know I'm gonna get to see my granddaughter from San Antonio. They'll be down here, my grandbaby, so I'm gonna enjoy it. So God bless you again, and have a good holiday. Thank you.
Good evening. I wish for you all to have a wonderful Thanksgiving, be safe, and for all of our staffs, students, parents, and board members, superintendent, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Also, I want to say it in Spanish, que tengan un día bonito, Día de Acción de Gracias. También quiero recordarle y desearle a nuestro equipo de fútbol este sábado, go Hounds, all the way. Let's take that W and let's bring it home. Coach Gomez and all the football players, stay safe. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. That was awesome. And I'll just close it out real quick. I just want to, I think it's very obvious that during this time, we reflect on how blessed we truly are, and focus on family, focus on yourself. And I just want you guys to know that each and every single one of these board members appreciates exactly what you guys do, because trust me, most of my family are educators, so I know exactly what you guys go through. And so I just want to, from the bottom of my heart, and I know it's presented through this board here, that we really truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. So have a happy Thanksgiving. God bless each and every one of y'all. And like Alex says, let's go Hounds. All right, thank you all so much for giving us the opportunity to say that. Now next, let's go to agenda item number 5, consent agenda under academic services. 5.1, the request approval of the partnership between San Benito CISD and Workforce Solution Cameron. Question? Consent. 5.2, request approval of the amendment of the memorandum of understanding between San Benito CISD and the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, Texas Hybrid College Corp. Question? Consent. Agenda item number 6, under business and finance, 6.1, request approval for the cash account report for October 2023. Question? Consent. 6.2, request approval of the comparison of revenues for expenditures for the budget report for October 2023. Question? Consent. 6.3, request approval of the tax collection report for October 2023. Question? Consent. 5.2, request approval of the check disbursements reports for October 2023. Question? Consent. 6.5, request approval of the option to extend the proposal for RFP 1022-GMS for general merchandise and services. Question? Consent. 6.6, request approval of the option to extend the proposal RFP 1022 MCSD meals and catering services district-wide. Question? Consent. 6.7, request approval of the option to extend the proposal for RFP 1022-PCS for professional consulting services. Question? Consent. 6.8, request approval of the option to extend RFQ-1021-HVAC mechanical, electrical, plumbing, engineering services for one additional year. Question? Consent. 6.9, request approval for the lease agreement for district-wide copiers. Question. Consent. 6.10, request approval of the Peterbilt 535 reefer for a child nutrition food services from Rush Truck Center. Question. Consent. 6.11, request approval for Miller Jordan School cafeteria upgrade for child nutrition for CDU-Service Corp. Question. Consent. 6.12, request approval for the gifts and bequest for 2023-2024 school year. Question. Consent. 6.12, request approval for the budget amendment for 23-24 school year. Question. Consent. 6.14, request approval regarding the purchases over 50,000. Question. Consent. Agenda item number 7, consent agenda under administration. 7.1, request approval of the revision of the policies DEC local. Question. Consent. 7.2, request approval of the revision for the DEE local. Question. Consent. 7.3, request approval of the revision of the 23-24 compensation plan. Question. Consent. 7.4, request approval of the architectural service of Gomez Mendez Signs Incorp. For the baseball and softball turf. Question. Consent. 7.5, request approval to rescind the award to two-tier for window film GSA. Question. Consent. And 7.6, request approval for board minutes. Question. Consent. Okay, at this moment, I'll take a motion. Hold on one second.
I motion to approve all the items on the consent agenda.
Second.
So I got a motion by Ariel. You got a second? I got a second by Mr. Arena. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. Let's move on to action, agenda item 8, action agenda. 8.1, a discussion and consideration of possible approval to update and authorize officials for the e-grants. Mr. Perez?
Yes, this is, we need to amend our authorized official on e-grants. This is where we apply for some of the grants through the state for the COPS grant. Right now, we have a ballistic shields grant that we received last year, but we need to update the authorized official to my name. So that's the only thing we're doing.
Can I have a motion?
So
Motion
moved.
to approve.
I got a motion by Mr. Gomez. I got a second by Mr. Medrano. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. 8.2, discussion and consideration of possible approval of staff stipends. Mr. Perez?
So this is the stipend that we're talking about, the December stipend. We're recommending for you all to vote on a $500 stipend for all employees and a $300 stipend for all part-time employees.
So moved.
I have a motion by Mr. Silva, second by Mr. Corona. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. 8.3, discussion and consideration of possible approval of the district improvement goals. Mr. Perez?
Yes, our superintendent advisory committee has been working on the new district improvement goals. These goals will be set for the 23 through 25 school years, so the next 2 school years. I will read them today. You can vote if we agree on the goals. And then in the December meeting, we will finalize the district improvement plan and all campus improvement plans and bring those for approval also. So goal 1 will be SBCISD will increase student academic achievement for all students, populations, thereby closing digital, academic, and social emotional gaps created by a number of factors included COVID-19 by the conclusion of the 2025 school year. Goal number 2, SBCISD will increase teacher retention and reduce turnover rate by 5% through improved recruitment strategies, enhanced professional development, and competitive compensation structures for the 23 through 2025 school year. Goal number 3 is SBCISD will provide access to engaging courses to ensure all students to a college, career, and military readiness beginning in the elementary schools, as well as equipping students with the skills and experiences necessary to develop and pursue personal post-secondary goals upon graduation, raising the graduation rate by 2% by the end of the 2025 school year. Goal number 4, SBCISD will implement comprehensive safety and anti-drug programs for both students and staff, in turn lowering the number of drug-related incidents by 20% from previous year by the end of the 2025 school year. Goal number 5, SBCISD will foster collaboration and engagement with parents, families, and community to better utilize available community resources to ensure that all students have the support system to receive a gold standard education through increased campus-based parental participation, intentional communication efforts, and community partnerships. Through campus and home surveys, sign-in sheets, and phone logs, we will document parental involvement increases from previous year. And goal number 6, SBCISD will work to increase staff and student attendance by 3% by the end of the 2025 school year by providing a safe and clean environment in support of the higher education achievement. And those are the 6 goals for the district improvement plan. I do want to thank the Superintendent Advisory Committee. They worked hard on the last 2 meetings to come up with these goals, so we leave them for your vote.
Are these numbers reachable?
Yes, sir.
They're reachable?
Yes. Even the ones that, when we look at something like it says just 2% of a raise, that's because we already have high graduation rates, but we're still going to improve those numbers.
I would like to reiterate what Mr. Betta said and thank the Superintendent Advisory Council. I was able to sit in the first meeting, and everybody was really excited to get these district improvement plan goals worked on, and I believe that the second meeting went great. And these are very concise and very measurable, so I'd like to thank the Superintendent's Advisory Council for this, and then I'd also make a motion to approve these district improvement plan goals.
I'll second that.
I have a second, I have a motion by Dr. Cruz. I got a second by Oscar. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. Normally, what we started doing, to go back to, and I don't know, it's up to you, Mr. Perez, but I think we should go back to 6.12, because what we started doing was acknowledging the people that actually gave us gifts and bequests. Because a lot of the times that just goes, we just, fly by through it, and we don't thank them. It is a very long list. I know Ms. Mary Maney came up here and talked about that, but I think we just need to reflect a couple of minutes, and I think it's only fair to them and respectful to them that actually donate their funds to the school district, and I think they deserve, this recognition, and it needs to be addressed. So it's going to take some time, people. There's a ton of them, which is kind of exciting, but I just want to share that with our community, and that we appreciate all they do for us. Thank you.
First, we have donating to La Paloma, the La Paloma PTO, with a check of $6,000. So that's to go for student activities and trips. For Judge Oscar de la Fuente, we had PetSmart. They donated $1,200, stuffed toys, and student Christmas gifts. The next several are for the police department. We had Walmart donate popcorn bags, oil, butter for District Fall Festival. We had Ramirez Innovations with $40, snacks for the festival that they were at. We had Mr. Silva, board trustee, was donated $50 for candy for the festival. Thank you, sir. Gabriel Leal from Notorious Cuts, $40 for bottled water for the festival. Leo Hernandez, $60 for also a case of water for the District Fall Festival, $60 there. Sergio Izaguirre from King Cuts, $40 for cases of water for the Fall Festival. Camilo Barrientos, $35 for cases of water for the Fall Festival. And then we had Wingstop. They donated 100 wings and fries and veggies for the police department. Also Little Caesars Pizza, they donated 10 boxes of pizza to the police department. Domino's Pizza with 5 boxes of pizza. We had McDonald's donate 50 combos to and 10-piece chicken nuggets to the police department. A lot of the times at the end of the football games, you'll see the police officers are there for several hours, so a lot of these donations go to there. So at Rangerville, we have PTO donated $1,058, and this is for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade field trips. Also at Rangerville, we had the Food RGV Bank, the food bank, $300 for non-perishable food for Thanksgiving for families. At Riverside, we have April's Photography, $100, and that's rewards for student athletes. At Special Services, we had the San Benito Elks Lodge with $680 for Christmas gifts for the Special Olympic athletes. And then we have several businesses that gave money to the Tailgate. We had El Gaito Mexican Restaurant, $200 for the tailgate. Blanket Retirement Services, they gave $100 for the tailgate. Ace Barbershop, $100 for the tailgate. Sonic Drive-Thru also donated $100. T-Mobile, $500 to the tailgate. And then we have Robert Andorra Martinez with $35 for the tailgate. And a lot of the times we get questions at the tailgate as to who donated all these things. You know, these are the people that, those towels that we get, or the fajitas, the tacos that we're giving, the sausage tacos, so it's a great thing. The pom-poms. And then we have Little Caesars. They donated at the last two tailgates. Peter Piper with 10 pizzas. Jeff Everett with $200. And then now we have for academic services, we have the Elks Lodge. They're donating 100 turkeys for families in San Benito. So we appreciate all of the donations.
Thank you, sir. Let's move on to agenda item number 9, closed meeting. In accordance with the Texas Government Code Open Meetings Act, the board may move into a closed session for the following reasons. Section 551.070, for the purpose of private consultation with the board's attorney and/or all subject to matters authorized by law. Section 551.074, for the purpose of consideration of appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employees, or to hear complaints or charges against a public officer or employee. Section 551.072, for the purpose of deliberating the purchase, exchange, lease, or the value of real estate property. Okay, at this moment, we go into executive session at 6:42 p.m. Okay, we reconvene to open session at 8:34 p.m. Let's move on to 10.3, employment resignations, retirements, and terminations. Mr. Pettis?
I ask that the board approve, as discussed in closed session, employment resignations and retirements and terminations.
I got a motion by Mr. Corona. Can I have a second? Second by Mr. Gomez. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. 10.4, discussion and consideration of possible action to withdraw and/or rescind of resignations of employee. Mr. Pettis?
Again, as discussed in closed session, I ask that we vote on the withdrawal and recession of the resignation of an employee.
So moved.
So I have a motion by Mr. Corona. I have a second by Mr. Steele. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. 10.5, discussion and consideration of possible action of the employment of Riverside Middle School principal. Mr. Pettis?
I ask that we vote on the approval of Mr. Rodolfo Ramirez as Riverside Middle School principal.
Okay, I have a motion.
So moved.
I got a motion by Mr. Medrano. Can I have a second? I have a second by Mr. Alex. All in favor? Raise your right hand. Motion carries. Thank you. 10.6, discussion possible action of the real estate property FB acquisition.
I believe it's FR. I think that's a correction we need to make, right?
It's just the designation.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't disclose what it is, but.
Okay, I got you.
So
Okay,
as
okay.
discussed in closed session, as for a vote on the possible action on real property acquisition.
So moved.
Second.
I got a motion by Mr. Corona, a second by Mr. Gomez. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. 10.7, discussion possible action of the 2023 DCL-255 Cortez versus Cameron County. Mr. Pettis?
Again, as discussed in closed session, we ask for the approval of this agenda item.
So moved.
I got a motion by Mr. Medrano. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Silva. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carried.
You don't have to do 2.8.
Okay. At this motion, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment. No. Hold on. Time out. What do we have? I'll take it.
Hello.
Oh, I got you, okay. Sorry about that. 10.8, discussion and consideration of the legal update on the natatorium and performing arts. Mr. Pettis?
Okay. I make a motion to approve as discussed in executive session and subject to the general counsel approval of release on that agenda item.
Okay, have a motion? I got a motion by Mr. Corona, I got a second by Mr. Gomez. All in favor, raise your right hand. Motion carries. Okay, so, there's a correction that needs to be made here.
Released animal waiver, the motion was sufficient.
Okay, sir, thank you. Okay, so, can I have a motion to adjourn? So moved by I got a motion by Mr. Gomez. Can I second? A second by Ms. Silo. All in favor, raise your right hand. Okay. We adjourn this meeting at exactly 8:37 PM. Thank you.